Overwatch 2 announced Venture, a brand new DPS hero, and they look absolutely insane from some of the announcement trailers that you can see here. What is up everyone, it's CMG here. So for this video, we'll take a brief look at what Venture can do, including abilities, passives, and ultimates. So from the look of what we have for the trailer, Venture is going to be able to dig holes underground and surprise opponents with various very devastating attacks. It's also pretty exciting to note as well that Venture will be available to play for a short amount of time, starting tomorrow in fact. From March 28th to the 31st, players will be able to get their hands on Venture and see for themselves how they will play before the official addition to the roster as part of Season 10. As stated already, we've known Venture to be an addition to the roster ever since Blizzard showed us some early development gameplay footage way back in BlizzCon 2023, and everyone has been eagerly anticipated to know what this hero will actually do. So here we are. So let's take a brief look at Venture's kit, including abilities, passives, and their ultimate. So the name of the weapon is the Smart Excavator. This is what is used to dig underground and do tons of damage to opponents, I suspect. It will also launch a seismic charge that will burst after a short distance. Saying it like that almost sounds a bit like Roadhog's old secondary fire in a way. If you remember the way that Roadhog used to shoot a whole load of scrap and it exploded on impact. So that was your secondary fire as opposed to Roadhog's primary one. It kind of something similar here, right? So yeah, they've removed it from Roadhog and they've given it to Venture in the sort of, I don't know, just making assumptions at this point. Now the abilities that we see here, Burrow and Drill Dash, move underground, become invulnerable. So that will be what is used to dig underground. And then we have the Drill Dash, which will dash forward and it will push back opponents. Very defensive hero, I would have thought. The passives are what makes things rather interesting. So if you see the Explorer's Resolve here, this almost sounds like Doomfist's old passive when he used to be in the DPS class back in Overwatch 1, where every time he did damage to opponents using his abilities, he would gain personal shields. So basically what they've done here is they've taken that passive off of Doomfist after they put him into the tank class, and now they've given it to Venture, if that makes any sense. So yeah, whenever you use any abilities, so whether you're burrowing or you're drill dashing, you'll get shields almost immediately. The other passive, Clobber, is basically a buff to the melee. So whenever Venture melees compared to everyone else, they'll do more damage, if I'm right in saying that. So if you know that the melee is kind of like a small attack when, you know, in close range, Venture on the other hand will probably use it to his advantage in destroying other opponents. Now Venture's ultimate, Tectonic Shock, is something a lot more unique. So Venture, when they trigger this, will charge up their excavator and deliver devastating shockwaves that will overwhelm opponents. I mean, it looked pretty terrifying in the announcement trailer, but we'll see how much of an impact it will make when we finally get to play with Venture tomorrow. It sure looks pretty menacing, pretty devastating. It's probably going to do tons of damage as expected from a DPS using their ultimate. So really interesting to find out what that will do. So there we go, a small look at Venture, the new hero coming to Overwatch 2 in Season 10. And remember, they will be available to play for 2 days starting tomorrow. So what are your first impressions on the new hero? Let me know in the comment section down below. So this is going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. You can also check me out on all of my other social medias, my Twitter account, my Discord, and of course, my TikTok. And let's not forget as well, my Instagram and my Threads. Thank you for stopping by, chaps. Have a great day. Have a great life. Be nice to your fellow gamers, because we're all human beings. I'm sure this hero is going to be a pretty groundbreaking hero. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace.